Hello and welcome back. Today I am attempting a category 4 climb. I'm currently sitting in second place on the KOM leaderboards and I think I have an opportunity to get to first place. My current time is 14:08, the winning time is 11:47, so I need to shave 2 and a bit minutes off to get the first place spot. Alright, here we go, just turning into the start of it now. So, I put my stats into a hill climbing calculator to figure out the average wattage I need. So, you put in the length of the climb, the steepness, the elevation, and you get a number out, and mine was 300 watts, so I need to average 300 watts for about 11 minutes to get this KOM. So in the bottom left you can see my current power, average power, and my max power. So yeah, let's see how I do. The weather has really changed here. Recently it was pretty hot, but now winter has certainly arrived. It's 10 degrees, it's about 6 AM, so I am cold. So I went for the long sleeve jersey and a base layer and a gilet. So I'm wearing 3 layers. On my legs, I only have summer shorts, so I need to get a long pair of those because my legs are freezing. So the climb isn't too long, it's about 2.5 kilometers. The beginning is quite simple and easy, it's about 5%, but when you get to the end, we have a really steep bit, which is around 20%, so not too great as usual. So yeah, hoping this one will go quite well. There's some nice views to be had at the top, so it's always worth it. I've got the elevation profile just under the picture of myself, so yeah, it's not too bad so far. This bit is quite easy. I'm only at about 20 meters of elevation gain, but as we go on, it should get harder and harder. Heart rate is all right at the moment, 163, doing about 16 kilometers an hour. Not too bad at all. So we're just coming up now to the first hairpin. And it was recently very rainy here, so there's actually some water on the road. There's like a little stream running down. We haven't got to it yet, but we'll see it a bit later. I'm trying to keep my power as smooth as possible, just trying to keep it just above 300 at the moment. Once we get to the top, there's some downhill bits, so I know my power during that bit will be 0, so my average will drop, so I'm trying to keep it above 300 now. So that's the aim. It's quite difficult to keep your power consistent when the gradient keeps getting steeper and shallower. I guess that's just a skill you've got to learn. So yeah, at the moment, my average is 329. At some point, apparently, I put down 468, which is way too high. I'm just trying to keep it smooth, which is always quite difficult, actually. All right, so just turning off here, and you can see the road is absolutely drenched. It's just from like the streams, they just sort of pile onto this road and it's very, very annoying. There's a little bit of dry line here right on the edge, so I'm trying to stick to that. It's actually quite surprising, but I do actually get some wheel spin if I put too much power down. So yeah, it's not ideal. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep it smooth and make sure the back wheel doesn't spin. It's really ramping up in steepness here. It's about 20% just for this corner, 22%, 23%, and I'm actually really struggling as usual. It's the smallest gear and I'm only doing 45 RPMs. It's just not nice at all. This hill is so steep. All the climbs around here are like this. It's just really steep. There's nothing shallow. It's just either really steep or nothing at all. So yeah, not nice at all. I have to keep doing it though, because that's how you get stronger. Anyway, this stream is horrible and we've got another hairpin coming up here. I'm going to try to stick to the inside because that's where the dry line is. It's a pretty quiet road because it's so early and this actually leads nowhere. It literally just leads to a reservoir. So no one else is going up this road. It's just myself. But as always, it's very much worth it for the views. This is probably my favorite thing to do when cycling outside, just going up hills early in the morning and looking at the sunrise. Yeah, another steep bit here and I'm standing up trying to put some power down. I don't know why I'm doing this. I just need to be smooth rather than just spike the power all the time, so it's not the best strategy at all. My average is still about 330, which is about right. And yeah, we can just see the sea there on the right hand side. Lovely morning it is. Bit cold. I do miss the summer already. Coming up to the 4-minute mark, I've got the timer in the bottom right. Remember, I'm trying to beat 11 minutes and 47 seconds, so I don't really have that much time to play with here. It's a horrible climb, but yeah, the road is drying out now. Heart rate is around 170. My max is around 190, so I know if it goes above 180, then I'm really pushing. At the moment, I'm in a sort of comfortable area, sort of around threshold. It's leveled out a bit here. It's only around 2%, so I'm trying to up the speed. Going around 17%, and then we hit another steep bit, back up to 6-7%. But this is fine. Give me a gradient like this all day, I will just spin. But the problem is when it gets up to like 15-16%, I have to stand up and then I can't keep the cadence up. That's when it goes bad. So the gradient is really rising again, up around 15%, and I'm having to stand up again. It's not the greatest. I do wish I had a few more gears, but that will be on the very limit of what you can really do. I've already got a 34 on the front and a 34 on the back, so if I wanted more gears, I'd probably have to get like a gravel group set or something, which isn't really worth the money. To be honest, I will just lose weight eventually or get stronger. So that's the goal. Don't really want to spend any more money than necessary. I'll just get better legs, I guess. Anyway, here we go. We've got another hairpin, trying to avoid this river, which unfortunately I have to cross at some point. So yeah, almost at the top. Actually, no, we're not anywhere near the top. We're only 5 minutes in. We're about halfway round. But we are almost approaching the bit where we turn off and go onto the gravelly section. So yeah, this is a nice smooth bit of road up till now, but soon we turn off and go into some sort of weird reservoir area. I'm not even sure if you're allowed to ride in this road, but no one's ever told me off for doing it. So yeah, it's not too bad so far. So coming up to 6 minutes in, which will be around the halfway point. So far so good, I think. I'm feeling good. I haven't taken too much out the legs. Average power has dropped a bit. It's 313 now. About 90 meters of elevation gain done so far. Got about another 90 to go. So yeah, it's pretty tough. 8%, 9% heart rate is good. I'm all right. I'm feeling okay at the moment. I've kept my heart rate quite low. I've managed my power well. I'm not feeling like proper exhausted at this point. Anyway, this is it. This is the corner which leads onto the horrible gravelly road. So let's have a time update. At this point, I am down by about 8 seconds on the guy ahead of me. So I really need to push on this second half. As it's starting to get a bit colder, probably the indoor racing will return soon. Probably gonna start Zwifting again. I don't want to stop riding completely outside because it's not fully really cold yet, so I'll still be doing a bit of outside stuff, but gonna mix it up and do more inside stuff as well. So hopefully that's gonna be coming up on the channel soon. Oh look, we've got 2 guys ahead of us here, so I sort of slow down a bit because I don't want to be shooting past them too badly. So yeah, this bit here is actually quite, it's not too steep, but once you're going up like 20% areas and then it gets to like 7%, the 7% seems kind of easy. Anyway, having to get up again because it really ratchets up again there. This road surface is not nice. It is so bumpy and yeah, it's just not nice at all. Still lots of puddles to go through. Anyway, this is the worst bit coming up now. You can see how steep it is just by looking at the apex there. It is horrible. This bit is like a wall. I am not happy here. This just goes from like 5% up to like 15, 16, almost like 20% at times. I am actually struggling here to get any power down. My legs are so tired. The speed has dropped down to like 5 kilometers an hour and I am just dying. This is when you really want to have an extra few gears, but I just have to make do with what I have. This whole section here goes on for quite a while. It's all between 10 and 20%. At the moment it's 13%, but it feels so much worse than that because it really ramps up to ridiculous levels. Like, I swear this is more than 20%, but it's just such a short distance when it's really steep. So I don't think the bike computer really gives the correct elevation or the correct gradient. But yeah, I'm just powering through. The power is high, really high at the moment. Just to keep going, I'm having to put over 300 watts. It's leveling out a bit now, and this is where the really nice view is. Once you get over this crest, you can just see all of the mountains and all of the beaches. So yeah, it's definitely worth it for that. Heart rate is 172, still not too bad. If it's around 180, then I know I'm struggling. So yeah, having to get up again, but it's so worth it. This is the nicest part. I can barely keep the bike straight at this point. That's how steep it is. It's just not nice. Anyway, almost at the top of this little crest. Still a few more meters to go, but once we get to the top of this bit, there's a nice downhill section, and that's where I hope to make up time. Let's have a quick time update. I'm currently down by about 20 seconds, so the other guy's really shot up this really steep bit, so on the downhill bit, I'm gonna have to work beyond hard to try to catch up. I don't know if he was really putting his full effort into this KOM, but I certainly am. Anyway, just about reaching the crest of this one. Got a nice little bit of downhill here, a tiny little bit of respite. So actually, does it even go downhill? Yeah, a tiny bit, so I can get some momentum up here, have a tiny little rest, 0 watts for a while, catch my breath, and then straight back into uphill again. Yeah, it's not nice. Really, I should put some power down on that downhill to get a bit of momentum because I instantly lose momentum here, having to get back into standing up just to get up this little hill again. This is almost the final push, I believe. This bit is going to be the end, and then there's a much longer downhill before a final short bit of uphill. So yeah, we're almost there, just going past the reservoir on the right. You can see it in the little mini map on the top right hand side of the screen. So yeah, nice bit of downhill here, get up some nice speed, 25 kilometers an hour, 30, 40. God, this bit is really actually quite sketchy because I've done this road once before, but I don't remember all the exact corners. I just remember where the end of the segment is. So yeah, back into this uphill bit, and I'm really trying to put down as much power as I can at this point just to try and get over this short rise as quick as possible. Put down like 500 watts there. Now back into this downhill section, and this is actually quite sketchy. 30, 40 kilometers an hour. And this road is not nice. It's wet in parts, there's sand, so I'm not really going as fast as I dare because I don't know what's going to be coming around the corner. Lots of blind corners as well. I know it's unlikely, but there might be a car or something. So yeah, here we go, going through some sand, some water. It's just not nice. Anyway, almost there. 10 minutes and 45 seconds at the moment. I've got a minute to get there in time. Going through the puddle, not nice. My feet are going to get soaked. So yeah, but you've got to put it all on the line if you want to get to KOM, don't you? All right, here we go. Final push. Final push. Just waiting for the final uphill. I'm really trying to get every last bit of energy out now. Sort of saving my breath this bit because it's not really steep yet. Here we go, this is it. I've got about 30 seconds to go and just shooting up this uphill bit. This is the last bit. I've just got to put down every last little bit of power I can. Everything I've got left. Heart rate is 175, which is really, really high. And we're almost there. Just crossing the line up this hill here. So maximum power till the end. Here we go. Got to stand up, get out the seat for the last little bit. 500 watts, 300 watts, 600 watts. Can I keep it up? And this is where the finish line is, just coming up here. 19%, 20% gradient. Almost done. Just got to get past that flag. That is the end there. And the timer has stopped on 11 minutes and 51 seconds. So let's see what the Garmin says. So I just managed to do enough. Average power 299 gave me a time of 11:40, which is 7 seconds faster than the guy in second place. So overall, pretty damn happy with that. This is my first proper KOM, so I may have got a little excited.
All right, according to the Garmin, I did that in 11:40, 7 minutes quicker. So I am the KOM champion, laying down the smackdown to everyone in Qingdao. Come and beat my KOM, losers. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
So I do think there's another 30, 40 seconds I could take off that time if I had to do it again. Just a bit more strategy based on sprinting down those hills, taking a few more risks. But, you know, I'll wait until someone actually overtakes me before doing that. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. If you like it, please subscribe. That really helps me out. And like the video. Yeah, cheers. See you. Bye-bye.